Hello. Today's stories come from r/BestofRedditorUpdates. Okay, folks, today is something special. I found something quite unique while poking around Reddit last week. What if I told you that a random comment on Reddit almost 10 years ago became so popular it inspired a cult of over 100,000 members, known as Non-Zero Days? It all started when user Max Stolf made a post on r/GetDisciplined, the contents of which have been lost to time but are generally understood to be a request for help on how to get focused and achieve goals. User Ryans1 took the time to give a detailed breakdown of his life's philosophy, a philosophy that has since been turned into a gospel, posters, and artwork, and has hundreds of users checking in almost daily on its own subreddit called r/non-zero days. Obviously, calling this a cult is meant to be whimsical and tongue in cheek. I enjoyed it so much, I wanted to share it with you all. Stick around. We're going to be looking into this corner of Reddit with the Gospel of user Ryans1. User Ryans1. Ouch. Sounds like you're having a tough time, Max. That sucks. I've been there, so I kinda know what you're talking about. I've been in the ever circling vortex of self doubt, frustration, and loathing. It's no bueno. I know. If you don't mind, let me tell you a couple things. You can read them if you want, read them again later if you feel like it. But honestly, man, if I spend all this time typing this out to you and you don't let it be a little tinder for your fire, well, you're just letting us both down. And you don't have to do that. You don't have to do anything, but you get to choose. Who am I? My name's Ryan, and I live in Canada. Just moved to a new city for a dream job that I got because of the rules below. I owe a lot of my success to people much cooler, kinder, more loving, and greater than me. When I get the chance to maybe let a little bit of help out, it's a way of thanking them. Rule numero uno. There are no more 0 days. What's a 0 day? A 0 day is when you don't do a single thing towards whatever dream or goal or want or whatever that you got going on. No more zeros. I'm not saying you gotta bust an essay out every day. That's not the point. The point I'm trying to make is that you have to make yourself, promise yourself, that the new system you live in is a non-zero system. Didn't do anything all dang day, and it's 11:58 p.m.? Write one sentence, one push-up, read one page of that chapter, one, because one is non-zero. You feel me? When you're in the super vortex of being bummed, your pattern of behavior is keeping the vortex going. That's what you're used to. Turning into productivity ultimate master of the universe doesn't happen from the vortex. It happens from a massive string of consistent non-zeros. That's rule number 1. Do not forget it. La deuxième règle. Yeah, I learned French. It's a Canadian thing. Please excuse the lack of accent grave. But let me get into rule number 2. Be grateful to the 3 U's. What? 3 me's? That sounds like mumbo jumbo BS. Newsflash, there are 3 U's, home slice. There's the past you, present you, and the future you. If you want to love someone and have someone love you back, you gotta learn to love yourself, and the 3 U's are the key. Be grateful to the past you for the positive things you've done. And do favors for the future you, like you would for your best bro. Feeling like crap today? Stop a second. Think of a good decision you made yesterday. Salad and tuna instead of Big Mac? Thank you, younger me. Was yesterday a non-zero day because you wrote 200 words? Hey, that's all you could muster. Thank you, younger me. Saved up some coin over time to buy that sweet thing you wanted. Thank you. Second part of the 3 me's is you gotta do your future self a favor, just like you would for your best friend. No best friend? You do now. You got 2. It's future and past you. Tired as hell and can't get off Reddit, video games, interwebs? Get lost, present self. This one's for future me. I'm gonna rock out P90X Ab Ripper X for 17 minutes. I'm doing this one for future me. Alarm clock goes off and bed is too comfy? Screw you, present self. This one's for my best friend, the future me. I'm up and going for a 5-kilometer run or 25-meter run. It's got to be non zero. Make sure you thank your old self, rocking out at the end of every single thing that makes your life better. The cycle of doing something for someone else, future you, and thanking someone for the good in your life, past you, is key to building gratitude and productivity. Do not doubt me. Over time, you should spread the gratitude to others who help you on your path. Rule number 3. Don't worry, I'm gonna too long didn't read this bad boy at the bottom. Get a pencil and piece of paper to write it down. Seriously, you physically need to scratch marks on paper. Forgive yourself. I mean it. Maybe you got all the know how, money, ability, strength, and talent to do whatever it is you want to do. But let's say you still didn't do it. Now you're giving yourself smack for not doing what you need to be who you want to. Heads up, champion. Being disappointed in yourself causes you to be less productive. Tried your best to have a non zero day yesterday and it failed? So what? I forgive you, previous self. I forgive you. But today? Today is a non zero masterpiece to the best of my ability for future self. This one's for you, future homes. Forgiveness, man. Use it. I forgive you. Say it out loud. Last rule, rule number 4, is the easiest, and it's 3 words: exercise and books. That's it. Pretty standard advice, but when you exercise daily, you actually get smarter. When you exercise, you get high from endorphins. Thanks, body. When you exercise, you clear your mind. When you exercise, you are doing your future self a huge favor. Exercise is a leg on a 3-legged stool. Feel me? As for books, almost every single thing we've all ever thought of or felt or gone through or wanted to know how to do or whatever has been figured out by someone else. Get some books, Max. Post to Reddit about not caring about yourself? Good first step. Non zero day. Thanks, younger me, for typing it out. You know what else you could do? Read 7 Habits of Highly Successful People. Read Emotional Intelligence. Read From Good to Great. Read Thinking Fast and Slow. Read books that will help you understand. Read the Bodyweight Fitness Reddit and incorporate it into your workouts. How's them pull-ups coming? Reading is the holy warp whistle from Super Mario 3. It gets you to the next level that much faster. That's about it, man. There's so much more when it comes to how to turn non-zero days into hugely non-zero days. But that's not your mission right now. Your mission is non-zero and forgiveness and favors. You got 36 essays due in 24 minutes and it's impossible to pull off? Your past self let you down big time. But hey, I forgive you. Do as much as you can in those 24 minutes and then move on. I hope I helped a little bit, Max. I could write about this forever, but I promised myself I would go do a 15-minute run while listening to A Skills Beats Working Volume 3. Got a jet. One last piece of advice, though. Regardless of whether or not reading this for the first time helps make your day better, if you wake up tomorrow and you can't remember the 4 rules I just laid out, please, please read this again. Have an awesome friggin' day. Edit. Wow, Reddit gold? Thanks. No idea what to do with it or what's the deal, but many thanks. Edit 2. Someone asked what I meant by much more when it comes to how to turn non-zero days into hugely non-zero days. The long and short of it is a simple truth, but it's tough to totally understand and practice. It's this: you become what you think. This doesn't mean if I think of a tree, I'll be oaking it by August. It means that the way you think, the things you think of, and the ideas you hold in your mind define the sum total that is you. You procrastinate all the time and got fear and worry going on for something? You are becoming a procrastinator. You keep thinking about how much you want to run that 5K race in the spring and finish a champion? Are you keeping it in mind all the time? Is it something that is defining your actions and influencing your decisions? If it is, then you're becoming the champion you're dreaming about. Dreaming about it makes it. Think and it shall be. But do not forget that action is thought's son. Thoughts without actions are nothing. Have faith in whatever it is you've steeled your mind to. Have faith and follow through with action. Okay, Ryan, that's a bunch of nice words and stuff, but how does that help me turn slightly non zero days into hugely non zero days? Do you believe all these words you just read? Does it make sense to you that you become what you think of? Ask yourself, what do I think of? When you get home and walk in the door, how quickly did you turn that laptop on? Did turning it on make you closer to your dreams? What would? At the bus stop, lunch break, what direction are you focusing your intentions on? If you're like I was a few years ago, the answer was either no direction or whatever caught my eye at the moment. But no stress, forgive yourself. You know the truth now. And knowing the truth means you can watch your habits, read books on how you think and act, and finally, start changing your behavior. Here's an example. Feeling like bunk because you had 0 days or barely non zero days? Think about your doing and change just a little bit more in whatever positive direction you are choosing to go. Before the commentary and comments, I wanted to share that Max Stolf replied to Ryan's one, and they had a little exchange, which I will include here. Max Stolf, wow, holy crap, that was an awesome read. I think I've read it 4 or 5 times since you posted it. This is the first chance I've had to respond. Thank you. A million times, thank you. After reading that, I feel so much better about myself and improving my life. But I have one question. How do you pick yourself back up when your mind has convinced you to be lazy today or for the next couple days? That's a problem I run into a lot, where my mind will just convince me that my couch is more comfortable, or I can start that project tomorrow, or the gym isn't that important today, etc. How do you move past that? Ryan's one. It's all about yes or no. Choose yes because you want to and because you can. Couch is comfortable? You're saying no to your dreams. Been on the couch for an hour already? Forgive yourself and say yes. You'll get it over time. I really hope you enjoyed that. I gave lots of thought on how best to present the content, hoping to be entertaining, but I also wanted to honor what I think is solid gold in terms of how to approach life. I do agree that it really is about a slow build towards what and who you want to be. It's all the little things you do, the habits, the daily practices. But you really have to create a vision of who you want to be and actively work towards that and be what you want. This extends to surrounding yourself with those you respect and those you aspire to be like. Let's jump to the comments where user Cringer outlines the beliefs of this philosophy. And we'll also find some other Redditors who share how this one comment has impacted their lives. Cringer shared, I'm going to try rewriting that with a bit less fluff and a bit more consistency. Modifications appreciated. There are 4 rules. 1. There are no more 0 days. Something, anything, is better than nothing. 2. Be grateful to the 3 yous: past, present, and future you. 3. Forgive yourself. Appreciate past efforts, even without actions. 4. Exercise and books. A double dose of intelligence and reinforcement. No More 0 Days said, Thank you for this post. You've had a life changing impact on me. For the first time in a very long time, I know I'm not going to lay in bed tonight staring at the ceiling wondering why I bother going on living. Seriously, thank you. Ryan's one replied, Totally humbled by your username. Send me a message sometime and let me know how things are going. Decoy said, You are truly a great guy. Taking time out and writing all this out, you've helped more people in addition to the OP with your post. Thank you. Ryan's one said, Thanks so much. But it's important to remember that you can only help yourself. Inspiration is free though, so I'm trying to pass it on. Not Your Mom's Magazine said, I know this is ancient, but thank you. I saved and reread this comment a million times and it's truly helped me. Past, present, and future me all owe you for helping me get my life together. You help me more than you'll ever know. Ryan's one replied, Much love. Thank you for the kind words. Zebra Digital shared, Hey guys, I made a new sub dedicated to r/non-0 day, a community where we can share our non-zero days and support each other into being more productive. I hope you guys help it grow. Cheers. Ox Cocculus said, I'm going to thank Past Me for procrastinating on Reddit because of this. If you've enjoyed the story and would like to hear more, consider liking, subscribing, and leaving a comment. Thanks, and bye for now.